What does Scotland's recent injury crisis and Steve Clarke's drink drawer have in common, sir?
Both empty.
No, they're not both empty. There's another one at the door. Welcome back to Fog Football. Greg Taylor is out injured. Honestly, I couldn't care less with this international break, but you know what? We're Fog Football, and we're going to bring you every minor detail from here to the front door of Steve Clarke's drinking room. That's what we're going to do. Greg Taylor's gone.
Hold on.
What?
You think Steve Clarke has a designated drinking room? He'll drink anywhere.
That's how
If there's drink, he'll drink it, you know what I mean?
Aye.
That guy would find drink in the desert, so I mean, there's no need to have a...
Well, you can't find a fucking win.
There's no... Oh, no. Oh, God. Aye, that's depressed me, actually.
I need a drink. No, honestly, I felt really bad about the last international break, right? But then we put in a good performance against Poland and get beaten. It's like, right, then we were leading for so long against Portugal. Then we drew and then we get beat. I just don't care less. I just want club football. These games do not interest me. You know, Greg Taylor has been the deputy to Andy Armstrong, Andrew Robertson for so long. I mean, Jack Mckenzie's literally getting brought in here to warm up the fucking seat.
Yeah, Greg Taylor's loss is Jack Mckenzie's gain, but
Horse warmer.
what will Jack Mckenzie actually be gaining? Because he will get the same amount of time, or even less time than Greg Taylor gets, and Greg Taylor doesn't really get any time in a Scotland shirt, so... I mean, it's a nice moment for Jack Mckenzie, but I doubt he'll be playing.
No.
I doubt he will feature. I mean, I don't even think the guy will get brought on as a sub, if we're being honest. You mentioned the fact that you don't really care about these games, and I get that. Normally in the past with the Nations League, we've been in a Nations League that you felt was winnable. Therefore, we had like an opportunity to secure, a back route, whatever, into a European competition or a World Cup or whatever. But with this one, it's you just feel like the best we can do if we get a miracle is not finish last.
Yep.
And what's that really do? I know it's negative, but at least if you drop down, when the next Nations League comes around, you've got a chance of maybe winning it.
No,
I think as long as we're stuck in, Group A or whatever, man, we ain't going to win shit.
Getting relegated for this for me means we're not getting to the World Cup. So I mean, there is pretty big implications that way.
Wait, does it?
Aye, because it means we won't be a pot 1 or 2 side. It means we're guaranteed. If we get relegated, we're guaranteed to be like pot 4.
That's a game changer. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Well, we need to make sure that we are in. We need to make sure we don't get relegated. Then. These games have just become important. But let's be honest.
Yeah, but my problem is we're away to Croatia and at home to Portugal. We're going to pick up no points.
Yeah, but you say that. I mean, if we're a pot 2 team, all we're doing is pushing a legitimate pot 2 team down to pot 3, who we could still get in the qualifying groups.
That's a very fucking shitey way to look at it.
Nah, but that's the truth, isn't it?
Oh, so why don't Hearts just get relegated then, and then they don't have to worry about Falkirk next year because they'll be in the Premiership? You see how it works?
Nah, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Does it not? No,
it definitely does not. But no, I mean, whether we're pot 2, look, you can still get a tough group.
No, I
wouldn't say this means we cannot. Even if we're pot 3, you tell me we're not guaranteed to get a group. Some of the pot 2 teams aren't. Some of the pot 1 teams aren't that great.
No, they're not. But in England, they're down in League B, and they're shite.
Honestly, I think we'd be unlucky to get a group for the World Cup qualifiers that I would look at and go, we've no chance.
Greg Taylor's only got 14 caps. And I bet you they're all from the bench.
You say only as if we're supposed to be shocked at that number. I'm actually a wee bit surprised it's that high.
Are you?
Aye.
Well, I mean, for everyone that's tuned in wanting to hear injury news, he did get injured during the Dortmund game. He didn't feature against Ross County, calf injury. Brendan Rodgers has turned around and said, we have to wait and see. We hope he's back for Aberdeen. But if he's not, then not long after that. I tell you what, right? Say what you want about Greg Taylor. We can joke, he's the deputy. You're my favourite deputy to Andy Robertson. The Celtic team's much stronger with him in it.
Well, I've seen him get a lot of criticism lately, actually, and people are wanting Fillet to start.
Well, I think they're ridiculous. Did no one watch the Falkirk game?
Aye, what? But nah, because he done a couple...
Fillet did a wee flick against St Johnstone. He's the rock. Oh, aye, brilliant.
It's actually sad. It's actually mental, like... And I feel a bit sad for Greg Taylor, how quickly people have turned on him.
No, Greg...
Because he had that one bad game against Dortmund. Why is everyone picking Taylor? Is it because he got subbed at... Yeah,
he was subbed off because he was injured.
But everyone was bad in that game.
He was injured, that's why he got subbed.
Yeah, but everyone was bad in that game.
I know they were shite. I'm reading the newspaper last week.
No, I know, you're saying that. I actually do think he got subbed partly as well, though. because it's a shite bag move. Look at who Rodgers subbed at half time. Taylor and Bernardo. That's the easy subs for him to make.
Oh, aye.
He's not going to sub off £11 million man Engels. He's not going to sub off McGregor, is he?
No.
He's not going to sub off Schmeichel. He's not going to sub off Alistair Johnston for Ralston.
I can't even remember what paper it was.
I just think Taylor's one of the fall guys that when Celtic are playing poor, people will look at him and go, I get him off.
I think it was the Glasgow Times, don't quote me on it, I think it was. Right, the fucking player ratings, I sent a picture of them to you, and I mean, they had like Callum McGregor as a 6 out of 10. He got fucking beat 7-1. 6 out of 10 is when Celtic are at home and they scrape like a 2-0 win against St Johnstone. It's like...
Or a lucky win against Ross County.
Aye, which happened there. No, how can... I think they gave Maida a 7. But he gave away a goal. He scored one. Well fucking done.
I gave Maida a 5 and he was on his own the highest rated player.
I think the lowest rated player in the Glasgow Time player ratings was a 4 out of 10. I was absolutely fucking...
How can you get scudded? That's... The Glasgow... It must be a Celtic guy that writes it. People want to talk about being biased.
Yeah, and if people want to agree about us being back, fuck, go check out the player ratings for the Old Firm 2nd September, then come back to see the ratings I dished out to Rangers.
I gave Dessers a 2, I gave Tavernier a 2.
No, you don't get beat 7-1 in your...
Gave Tierney a 2.
No, you don't get beat 7-1 and your median average is like 5.5. Because then you wouldn't get beat 7-1.
No, I mean, I gave Maida a 5, I gave a couple of players a 4, and everyone else got a 3 or a 2.
No, like it was like, no, like they gave like a sentence about each player. It was like, yeah, he might have been part of a midfield that conceded 7, but Kalbach still dominated the midfield. Fuck off.
It was one of his worst games I've seen in a Celtic shirt.
I believe a certain 118 gave him a 1 out of 10.
I like Ryan 118, he's no bad. Can't stand it when he gets all these late winners, so when he comes on smug, but other than that, he's a good guy.
Aye. Anyway, less about Celtic, more about Steve Clarke, because he's already without 10 players and there's doubts over Angus Gunn. Oh, you can't say it's a barbecue rib because fuck whoever said that. You know what? Angus Gunn's pish, Craig Gordon should be starting.
I know, I was clearly a joke. I said broken rib, punctured rib, barbecue rib, only for wee Matthew Lyer to come on and say, you don't get punctured ribs, you get punctured lungs. No shit, I was making a joke about ribs, wasn't I?
Aye.
You don't exactly get barbecue ribs inside either.
No, you don't exactly.
You can buy them at your local supermarket, like.
Shout out whether your local supermarket is, but
unfortunately ours is Asda.
Aye.
But they're all the same shit, wouldn't it? Not that I'd be celebrating if we lived closer.
Ours is Asda and Angus Gunn's now got asthma. No.
Asthma?
Aye. Not the ribs, no. Punctured lung, asthma. Anyway, that wasn't good. John McGinn, he's unavailable.
You need to go back on holiday, man.
Nicky Devlin, Liam Lindsay, and Andy Irvine. I mean, we already
Don't
talked.
Don't go full time here.
No. Andy Irvine.
Aye, back in the setup.
He plays for Istanbul Basaksehir. Never stepped foot in Turkey, Andy Irvine. Shows how much you fucking know.
We're on holiday. I bet he's been to Turkey on holiday.
Says who?
Oh, that's where everyone goes, isn't it?
Aye. Aye. Right. I mean, that's about it, isn't it?
That is about it. You know what? Congratulations to Jack Mckenzie, but I just don't think that he'll feature. So if I was him, I wouldn't get too excited. It'll be a good experience for him to play and get in the squad and do the training and all that stuff. It's nice for him to be in the Scotland squad. I get that. I just don't know if the guy will play. But here, why not? I'd give him 10 minutes or something.
Tell you what, Aberdeen have won 13 games in a row.
Yeah, maybe
I don't think it's any harm putting their players in.
Maybe him and Nicky Devlin should be starting.
Yeah, I've no issues with it.
No issues?
I mean, honestly, how can anyone make a case for Ralston over Devlin?
Oh, half the people on this channel will be making that case.
Make the case. I'll make the case for Aberdeen to win the league. See, 19th of October, 2 days after my birthday, I'll be fucking celebrating because Aberdeen have scud at Celtic. How about those fucking apples?
I think Ralston's performances at the Euros shouldn't get him picked in the team again.
I think a lot of people could.
But you know what, man? I'd give Nicky Devlin a chance. We've seen what Ralston can do. We don't like it. Give Devlin a go. But we know that Steve Clarke won't. See if Ralston's fit. Ralston will play. It's as simple as that.
No, I know, but I mean, can Clarke go after these 2 games? Is there a possibility of getting sacked?
I mean, if he loses both of them, why not? But then again, maybe Scotland are looking at it like we're kind of looking at it. It's like throwaway games that They don't really care about.
I'm only looking at it because Clark's pish and I've got no hope.
Well, that is
No,
true.
but let's be honest. Look at the season, right? We're getting thick and fast. We've got league action. You get the European games. We're into the semi-finals of the Cup, and they whip out these 2 fucking games that no one gives a shit about.
Do you think there's too many international games?
Yes, as I said previously, and somebody agreed. Why not do 3 games every international break,
so less breaks.
and you scrap one of them?
Yeah, because it's a 2-week break. So, I mean...
Play Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
Then the players will probably complain, oh, we're not getting enough time off or whatever, you know.
See the Nations League, see this home and away pish. Why not just play 3 games? And some team might get shafted and get 2 at home, 1 away.
Could do that.
Why not? Honestly.
Or make it a 5.
Fucking scrap the Nations League. How about those apples?
Yeah, but the thing is, if they scrap the Nations League, they'll just bring back international friendlies. And fuck, they're worse than they're worse than Nation League games, aren't they?
I guess, but anyway, guys, Greg Taylor's out injured. I mean, I think this is going to be bigger problems for Celtic rather than Scotland, and I think that's what the emphasis really was about in this video. Because
people wanting, they're not too bad. We aren't far late to start anyway. Well, be careful what you wish for, because Greg Taylor's been solid. He's been dependable for Celtic.
It's an actual joke though, because see Greg Taylor and Scales and players like that.
I've seen people throw Scales under the bus in the past couple of games. Like, Scales is pish, you need to get rid of him. It's unacceptable that Celtic are rocking up with a back line of Scales and Trusty. Like, Scales has been better than Vickers. People would laugh at that this season. I think he has.
No, seeing that Dortmund game,
Vickers would have been ran riot as well.
I don't think Scales was that bad. I know they conceded 7 goals, but I think out the 4 defenders, he was by far the best. I thought Trusty was absolutely... You couldn't trust him to run a bath.
I'm just not convinced that you put Vickers in there and Celtic don't concede 7. Like.
Yo, yeah, and that's it. But anyway, that's where we're going to leave it. Greg Taylor.
But you don't think Scales and Taylor are just always going to be the fall guys? They're going to be the first guys that people look at.
2 Diddy men that didn't come for a big price. I mean, that's it.
It's a bit like Scott Wright. The only difference is he was genuinely shit.
No, but look at the way they... I know, but look at the way they even speak about... See, like 2 years ago, James Forrest was getting treated like he was... like the ugly sister. It's like, fucking put... I wish Rangers had a guy still at the club who'd won about 1 billion trophies.
I thought James Forrest was the difference maker in that game against Ross County, by the way. I think he changed the game. He came on, looked lively, created a lot of chances. Every time Celtic came forward, it seemed to be him on the end of it. So, but it's just sometimes I just think like sometimes the homegrown players are always the first ones to come under fire when things aren't going, fantastic.
Yep, no, I totally agree with that.
Even says Ryan 118 said he's looking forward to international break, and who would have thought they'd have said that over a week ago? So hold on, you sneak past Ross County and you lose in Dortmund, and all of a sudden they're waving the white flag. What the fuck?
Oh, October 19th, I'm telling you. The mighty Aberdeen. The mighty Aberdeen.
I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, guys, commiserations to Taylor. Congratulations to Mckenzie.
That's plenty.